this emergence of a true remembrance from your receptivity, from your emotional intelligence, from your connection to your feminine essence. Namaste, Star Family. Welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. This is your cosmic weather forecast for the upcoming full moon, October 6th or 7th, 2025, according to where you are on the globe. So, opposition of the sun and the moon. What it creates is illumination. The collective intention that we started this cycle with was about our next soul level. After all this eclipse energy, there's definitely upgrades that are upcoming in our lives. With this illumination, this climax moment, what is being highlighted is our ability to navigate and build our life based on our emotional intelligence, on our receptivity, on our intuition, on our feminine essence. It looks a little bit of cray-cray in the background, but there's just many points that I want to cover for this full moon energy. First, we have the opposition, obviously, full moon energy, and the square between the moon and Jupiter and the sun and Jupiter. That's half a square, that's called a T-square, and that's the most volatile energy, explosive energy that you can find in the sacred geometries. And what it creates is breakthroughs. Breakthroughs here, especially in terms of our expansion, of our growth. And when you relate the planets to your Kundalini life force, Jupiter connects to your womb, so your creativity. Things that in the past were felt or experienced as limited or stifled are going to be expanded. It's going to come through with this full moon activation. And speaking of Jupiter, for the ones that are part of the YouTube membership, the Starseed level, the meditation group, I've released our Jupiter activation. You're going to find it here. You can find the details under the video if you want to join us. This is all about releasing the blockages in your creativity, in your expansion, in your growth, in your abundance, in your prosperity. There's some really nice Kundalini yoga tricks that I'm using in that activation that I'm looking forward for you to experience. So if that interests you, that's something that's already accessible. The next highlight for this lunar event is with the collective south node and collective north node on the horizon line. What it creates is this emergence of a true remembrance from your receptivity, from your emotional intelligence, from your connection to your feminine essence. You're gathering back certain information from the divine intelligence back online through your sacred vessel. And what happens as a result? New opportunities, new relationships, new interactions, situations are going to come forward. Now, there's another half a square, so T-square, between the collective south node, north node, and Rigel. Rigel, the brightest star of Orion. I wanted to mention Orion because we're experiencing between October 2nd and November 12th every year this meteor shower that brings all this highlight on Orion. Orion is said spiritually to be connected to the gate of men, and it's in opposite with the Milky Way, the galactic center. We have the gate of God. If some of you are interested in that type of esoteric concept, I have a live that I recorded, I think it was last year, that I'm going to link here if you want to learn more about those gates. The teachings of Orion are very much about mind control, mind power, how we can control our thoughts in order to create our reality. So with this activation of the feminine essence and how those new opportunities with gathering knowledge from our soul's experience, our past lifetimes, there is a breakthrough that is going to come forward. There is something that is uplifted, unveiled from your third eye in order to perceive yourself in the truest way. Aside from this, we also have some powerful sacred geometry called the yod. The yod is also called the finger of God, and that's the universe saying pay attention to this. This being the point, the apex of the sacred geometry. We're gonna look at this. We don't have just 1, 2, but 3 for this full moon energy. The first one is involving the Uranus retrograde with Neptune retrograde aiming at Mercury. Mercury just entering Scorpio. So what's interesting here is Mercury relating to the thought patterns, to the words we speak to create. Very much Orion energy in terms of mastery, and Scorpio being an archetype that helps us work from the subconscious to the conscious mind. This really highlights the invitation to listen to your intuition, to listen to your feminine essence, especially with the involvement of Uranus retrograde and Neptune retrograde here, about how to create the reality of your dreams, how to create the opportunities that are meant for you. It's going to be a very fine-tuned mix of heart-mind coherence. The other 2 yods are involving one of the royal star Regulus. Regulus, this placement that speaks of leadership, that speaks of charisma. I wanted to put it there because I could feel how there was this empowered energy to become more sovereign in our knowing of the energy and vibrating field that we're emanating, that helps us navigate the uncertainty of the times we're in at the moment. And we can see it here with Regulus and Mercury aiming at the Neptune retrograde, also close to the Saturn retrograde. This is all about creating this new reality, this new earth matrix, the 5D consciousness. And that means we're going to want to really feel empowered in the next steps that we're taking in our lives, in the way that we are self-governing. There's the last yod that is involving Pluto retrograde with, again, this little cluster with aiming at this time Regulus. So this energy, again, inviting us to step into our true essence, our authentic self, in developing our energy field, our charisma, our aura, and feel empowered. And that does require us to unveil the things that we thought we were limited by, to unveil the limitations that we were put on by society, by the way we were raised, by also what our soul has experienced in past lifetimes. We are creating anew. We are creating the matrix for this new earth to rise. And that can come with its challenges. We are all witnessing this on all what is going on in the world. And what I have as a guidance here is the placement of another royal star, Fomalhaut, which is more your connection to your creativity from spirit. And you can see it. It's creating this opposition right in the middle of that yod energy, which also helps push through some of the limitations maybe that you've experienced about feeling empowered and moving into your purpose, in the direction of what your soul is calling to accomplish. I have a frequency for this purpose. It is my frequency for Cygnus. I'm going to link it here, and this is going to help you activate your spiritual creativity, especially if you are trying to manifest a life that is based on your heart's desire, on your soul's connection, and on your connection to Mother Earth, to the new earth that we're all creating. I will also suggest another frequency. I know there's a lot here, but there's such powerful galactic intervention for this full moon, so many constellations at play. I'm going to also invite, if some of you want to meditate for your purpose on earth, I have this frequency, the New Earth Miracle, that helps you connect to the earth frequency, to your personal soul's connection, and receive some guidance. Thank you so much, everyone, for your presence, for your support. I am honored to share this journey with you. I will see you in the next video. Bye.